Good morning, everyone. It's Rita here, and I am planning to work on a couple tags that I need for the Black Beauty journal. The first thing I want to do is, because yesterday I didn't feel very good, so I wasn't really thinking clearly, which I don't think clearly anyways, but I wanted to do a super shout out to Tamara and to Kathy for their super thanks. And I was out getting my nails done when they did that. So I really appreciate it. And yeah, I could not stand not having my nails done, but my skin is just ridiculously dry, and it is what it is. So anyway, I wanted to say that before I started because I forgot to say that yesterday. And also welcome to all my new subscribers. I am just overwhelmed. And of course, thank you to all my returning subscribers. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so I am going to just decorate these, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. These were just a misprint. I printed this, it was a page, and I printed it on cardstock, and I didn't want it on cardstock. So, but now I do, because it makes a backdrop, and I can use the back of it to use as a, for journaling, a tag or whatever. I don't think I'm going to make these tags. I think I'll just maybe round the corners. Yeah, let me do that first. Only because that way I won't be putting something where I have to, oh, you know what, this is so full. Well, let's see what happens. But I'll stop and, all right, we're good there. So I hope everybody's doing well. The weather here is absolutely beautiful. I should be out. Well, it's still a little nippy out there right now, but I went out and fed the cats. They probably had a stroke yesterday because I didn't feed them until noon. But I went out there to feed them because I feed them outside because, well, they're outside cats. Tried to get them to be inside, but they get in here and they're fine. They want to be in here, but then they want out again. So, it's just like, I want to come in and see what you're doing, but now let me out. Okay. So, my first thought was I'm just going to kind of stencil on the back, on the tops of these. And then I got some texture paste out. I got some black embossing powder. I think this is white. I don't know what this is. Looks like chalk. That's gold. I don't think I'll probably use gold. But anyway, I got that stuff out. I got out some of my little stamp-on things because I never use them, and I need to. I got some wood stamps that I'm going to use on here. I think this is what I'm going to emboss once I stamp this. We'll see. I've got a bigger butterfly here too. So, okay, so let's start with just stenciling. And what I did was I'm gonna Mod Podge over. I'm gonna Mod Podge some things on here, and I know that if I use the gathered any Distress Oxide, it's going to bleed. It's going to when water gets on it, it activates it kind of. So I did a test, and I did these dots, if you can see. This part here was done with the oxide, and then I put the Mod Podge over the top, and it smeared. Then I did these dots with the archival ink, Ranger's archival ink, and this one is in potting soil, which is almost the same as gathered twigs, if you can't even tell the difference. And it didn't smear. So that's what I'm going to stencil in, is this. So that's where I thought I would just start. I'm going to pull out something. I don't, there's no rhyme or reason. This is a stencil with a bird, and it has this leaf effect. Flowers over here, kind of. And I thought I would just, and I have this little tiny brush, which I don't know exactly how this ink will go on. But it doesn't have to be perfect because, whoa, kind of flimsy stencil here I got. And not every bit of it needs to be covered, just want to give it a little bit. Let's see, on that one, if I should try something different. Let's just use Tim Holtz. I need to get a little Tim Holtz ring and put all these on a ring. This brush is not really very good, but I didn't have another one because the ink, yeah, see, this is not showing up very well. This ink doesn't necessarily come out of my little dauber thing here, so little brush, makeup brush, whatever. Okay, all right, that gives a little bit. I'm gonna put that up there on my little nail that I have with those other Tim Holtz things. Okie doke. And then I'll ink around the outside, and we can do that later. So then I thought I would put a layer of stuff. So move my stamp book out, or my stencil book out of the way. This is the page that I'm trying to put a card in there. I have 2 of them. So that's what I'm making this for. Okay, so I thought I would just take some of this, and I have these little pieces that I ripped off, and that's where the Mod Podge is going to come in. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, you guys, because I'm not really, I don't do this kind of stuff very often. And then all of a sudden my Mod Podge feels really thick. Okay, let's just, I don't like that it's got that straight edge on it. I love the look of this, but I'm not sure. If I like the paper, Tim Holtz. It's hard to tear it. Okay. So a couple little pieces there. I can't read that. This one doesn't look. I like this alphabet part. I don't think I want that much of it, so I can just trim it off. I need a little bit of water. This Mod Podge is very thick. Okey-doke. So there's a couple of those things on there. Then was just gonna sort of layer things on here. I think I'll just layer that on there. Okay, and let's see, what do I need? Another piece of something. I don't know, that looks kind of big. I just pulled out my scraps of pieces. I don't even, I think I'll turn that upside down. Kind of wanted a piece of lace. Here's one. Here's some more gauzy. I feel like this journal just keeps going on and on and on, but I'm really enjoying it. This color theme, I just really like it. I'm gonna leave that up there, just cut it off later if I want to. Okay. Maybe I'll put some on this side over here. I've got to leave enough room for my stamp to emboss on. I think one I'll do a butterfly and the other one I'll do the flower. This is Mod Podge that is matte. It's matte. It's, oh, I guess they just wrote it in three different ways. And I'm going to stitch around all of this. And then I'll probably put some kind of, well, I'm not going to put a tab on it. That's right, because I didn't make it a tag. Just making it a journal card. Okay, so we have that and that, and let's see, what else can I do? I thought I would put this bird somewhere. I think he goes like that. Does he go like that? I don't think he goes like that. I've got a little string of red that doesn't go. Okay, and let's see, you know, they don't have to be exactly the same, but I don't have any other paper ones, I don't think. I do have like this that I stamped on book page one time. I might look good down there. think I'll go to the edge with it, the bottom edge. And then I'll be stitching around it so that will look good. If this doesn't hold down, I will come back with regular glue. Fill in. Okay. Now, what else? Do I want something else before I do my butterfly? And I thought I would maybe just do that up here at the top. Well, I don't know how it's going to stamp on that lace. Darn. Well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay. So I don't think I want too much more on here. So I have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I didn't count the 1, 2, 3. This one needs something else, maybe. I already got that on there. I guess it doesn't have to. No, I'm not going to put anything if it doesn't need it. I could stamp there. I think I'll put a little bit of script in black. Okay. I don't know why I don't put something down below this. Whoop. That didn't work so well. Huh. Now let's move it up a little bit. Some of it. It doesn't really matter. But I thought maybe that would add a little more. Okay. So now I think I'm going to just dry this for a second before I do any of the other stamping. So I'm going to put it on pause so you don't have to listen to it. Okay, I'm back. So I've dried that. And I'm going, I'll just use these scissors. Where my other ones are. Just going to trim around this a little bit so I can get a better vision of it. Rooster's crowing like crazy. It's a non-stop. Non-stop rooster. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you guys, but I can't think of anything. It's a little bumpy because it's, you know, it's got glue and all that, Mod Podge, but it'll flatten out. I'll flatten them out somehow. I may even sew another piece of cardstock on the back when I sew the back on, just to give it more stability. Okay, so let's do the embossing. Now this is an old emboss pad, but I tested it. Well, I didn't emboss on it, but I think it will work. Get this piece of paper here. So I can, yeah, let's do this one first. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go over to this side. I don't know if I'm going to cut the bird off. I'll try to. not cut the bird off. Oh, you know what? Let me open this, make sure I've got it. Okay. Didn't have to take the top off or something. And let's see what happens. I mean, I kind of want... I don't know. Let's do it here. Okay. Hold it down for a minute so that it gets a good amount of that embossing. And I hope it did. It's so hard to tell. But if it didn't, yeah. Stuff is so messy. I think you guys know by now I don't care for... I mean, I don't mind papers and everything all over my desk, but this stuff kind of... I'll put this lid back on because I don't want that to... Okay. All right, I'm going to leave the heater on, so, I mean, well, I guess I can turn it off. Well, let me try it. If it's too loud, I guess you can turn it off. Kind of hard to see if it melted. All right, I think it's melted. Maybe down there it needs a little more. Yeah. Okay, so that's done. Are we happy with that? I am. Okay, I just want to have fun. You know, I haven't done these little things. I don't do them hardly ever. Do I emboss? And mostly because it's so hard to get everything out. Everything is spread across my house, basically. All this embossing stuff is somewhere else. All right, I'm going to just stick this right up in here. Get that to press down. Nice and probably a little crooked. All right, let's see if I can see it. I can't see it. So hopefully it worked. Helps if you get the powder all over the... Not too bad. Probably should get a new embossing pad. Okay. I might try this a little bit later. Before I get finished with this. So let me try this one. Okay. Doesn't look as embossed as I thought it would. This one looks pretty good. All right, so now, can you all see? Okay. Now I want to do some paste. And I really don't want to put another flower because I don't think it needs that, but I was thinking about some little dots. I'm thinking down here in the corner on top of this edge. So let's see. And this time I have a little palette knife. I don't know which size I have a palette knife. Oops, sorry. It has 3 different types. I don't know which one I need, but okay, so all right, I don't know. I think I'm going to put something down to protect my table. I need to redo my table anyways, so I'll put some down there and then I'll put some up here. And some in this corner. I really didn't want that to get the ink coming off of it, and I got the ink. Thought I had some on there. Okay, let's just do a little in this corner. I want to make the cards again with the, I might even do that after this video. I might just go ahead and do the card because they're black and white. I could probably if you remember, the first time I used this was to make those all right, and then I'll put some right down here. All right, so I'm going to put you on pause because I'm going to go wash this off because it'll dry on hard and it'll be hard to get off because I know I left it on too long last time. So I'll be right back. Oops, don't smear this. And we'll do a little bit more. Okay, I'm back. So I cleaned off my stencils and everything, but I dried all this, so all my little dots are dry. So this is what I want to do. I'm hoping I can. Let's just do this corner here and see if I can line up the dots. And it's easier said than done, lining up the dots. Let's see. That feels about right there. Okay. Then I'm going to take my embossing ink and I'm going to go over the dots, I hope. And I should have got my paper out. Well, I guess I can move this now. I just didn't want to get the embossing ink. I don't know if this will work or not. I was hoping it would cover this a little better. A little brush to, all right, that's not, I don't know if that's going to work or not. Okay, let me get this again, get it lined up. I wish what I want to get is one of those embossing dabbers. Oh, I saw somebody using that a couple days ago, but I don't know if they were using it for embossing, but they were using it for something. Dumb. Why'd I do that? I didn't want to do that. Oh, gosh. This may not have been the brightest idea. To wash all that off. Just didn't get any on these. Now remove this. If I could use just some other kind of ink and it would stick. It's basically just so it sticks, right? The embossing. Okay. If I don't try it, I'll never know, right? And gonna get a new embossing pad anyways. Put that on my list of, I always have something I need. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can get these to melt. See if I can get some of that out of the back, but it doesn't matter. You know, I don't think it looks all that bad. Which is there something I could do to let me just try something. I don't know. I'm just going to take some of this glue. Gosh, gotta open this, open that. Okay. Oops, a little too much glue on that one. Okay. Just want to see what happens here. Okay, well, I would say that works. I mean, I think I probably could dry this a little longer. I don't like that one there. I'm going to peel it off. Okay, am I out of time? Not quite. So so what would happen if I take this, how can it be so hard to get them back into their own? I'm just going to paint over the tops of these with Mod Podge. I can't get over that. Okay, close enough. Can't tell if that's, I think that does happen. All right. This reminds me of when my kids were little, and I would say, don't mess it up. Doing too much. Just let it, leave it alone. You're messing it up. It didn't stick on very well. How come it didn't stick? It dried that fast? Surely it couldn't have dried that fast. Probably would have had better luck had I not put the raised. I thought I could emboss and emboss again, if you know what I mean. All right. Enough of that. I think my videos are like what not to do instead of how to do it. Just don't do that. All right, I'm going to turn this off while I blow on this, okay? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I sewed around the outside and put a stronger piece of cardstock in the back. And yeah, I'm not sure that this is something I really like, but I think it's going to grow on me. I tried to take some of the dots off, and I got, there's one here and one here that I got off because I just didn't like the way it looked. So I might wait till these really dry hard and see if I can take them off and stencil something else there, because they're just not as nice and clean as I would have liked them to be. I would rather have put like rhinestone dots or something. But my vision was that they would be raised and they would be embossed with a bright black, because our inks are not really that, are not bright. You know, they're, once they hit paper, they become kind of dulled down because they soak in. Where the embossing stays, you know, bright and not colorful, because it's not really a color, but and I've got such a mess here on my desk. I'm going to have to take all this off and replace it. Okay, so there we go, guys. I hope you like them. I think they'll look nice in the book either way. Let's see here. I'm going to take that one out. That was a page that needed ephemera. And I don't know where the other one is. Oh, if you didn't, in case you were wondering, on the cover, I took off, I was going to put a tie with these on, this key on the bottom, and it just didn't look right. It wouldn't hang right, so I took it off, and I put it in here. I just made it like a little charm, that key. I don't know where the other side of that page is. There's that one. Oh, it must be back here. Yeah. Okay. So I'll put that one in there, and I'll have to think about it. Maybe I want to do something else. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for today, you guys. So have a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.